Welcome back to the Law of Happy podcast. I'm your host, Lauren Tatner. I'm an attorney and I teach laughter as an exercise. When we laugh, we feel good and we raise our energy. This allows more good, fun things to flow into our experience. This is the Law of Happy. So let's laugh, have fun, and practice the Law of Happy together. So as you know, my podcast focuses on the power of laughter. So would you believe that in today's episode, every time I laughed, my microphone muted my laughter? I was so thankful that today's special guest, Kathryn Kimmins, helped me pivot what could have been an embarrassing and frustrating technical experience into an empowering laughter experience. Kathryn is a certified laughter yoga teacher, and in 2017, the founder of Laughter Yoga, Dr. Madan Kataria, awarded Kathryn the Laughter Ambassador of Canada Award for her outstanding work across Ontario. Join us in today's episode to laugh and chat about how laughter raises our vibration, diffuses tense situations, and literally helps with everything. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to Kathryn. So hi, Kathryn. Welcome to the Law of Happy podcast. Thank you so much for being our special guest today.
Thank
you,
Lauren,
you're here.
for inviting me. Love to share.
Yes, super. So Kathryn, how would you describe laughter yoga or laughter exercises to somebody who's never heard about it and is curious or interested?
We start with an introduction, of course, a laughter introduction where I introduce myself and then I laugh, and then I have everybody else, depending on the size of the group, laugh, say their name, and then laugh as well. So we do a laughter introduction just to ease ourselves into a comfortable level, because most people that do a laughter yoga session for the very first time, they don't know what to expect, and they know they're going to be laughing, but they just don't know how. And so I just bring in that introduction so that they laugh right off, and then we move into the rest of it, which is explaining how laughter yoga started. And it started 28 years ago, 1995, and I think that's right. And it was a Dr. Kataria that started that in India, and he started out by telling jokes, and the jokes weren't working, and then he moved into exercises, and the exercises happen from him finding out that our bodies don't know the difference between real laughter and fake laughter, or even laughter sounds. There are such a thing as laughter sounds. So we combine laughter sounds, fake laughter, and real laughter into the mix through our everyday experiences. So you can say a word to me, and if you say the word love, then I might start singing love, and I have everybody join in with that, with the 2 L's on their fingers. This is a sign language that I use. I used to do sign language. So 2 L's using both hands, and it's just the thumb and the index finger. And then you just move your hands around in a circle. That's the best way I can describe it. Move your hands in a circle as you sing the song. And it just goes like this: love, love, ha, love, love, ha, love, ha. Love is all you need. Laughter's all you need. And we incorporate a little bit of fun, a little bit of playfulness, some song, movement, which is so important. We need to keep our body moving as much as possible. If we don't, it starts to get stagnant. So we need to laugh ourselves back into moving the muscles. And when you laugh, you massage the muscles in the body. You massage the tissues, the nerve centers, the organs in the body. You massage it when you incorporate movement and clapping. And I'm going off on a side here because I feel that these benefits, these are tools that you can incorporate into your everyday life by clapping. And I'm going to get into some clapping exercises and sharing more about that. But I want to just go back to when we were talking about Dr. Kataria and how it started. And that was 27 years ago when he was telling these jokes, and then he got into doing the exercises. And I would say 10 days later, there were 50 people. And then another 10 days later, it doubled. And they were enjoying it so much. Other people were asking, how can I do this? How can I spread laughter and love and joy and peace and all the rest of that? And so he started teaching. And then he got so busy, he had to teach people how to do it, to teach other people. And then it just started escalating where there were so many people wanting to do this, and thousands of people are doing this all over the world. How great is that? We're spreading so much love and laughter, joy, peace. The main thing Dr. Kataria wanted to help people with was with pain. That's why he started this, because when you laugh pain away, now you may not laugh all of it away, but you may laugh all of it away in one shot. And I've seen it happen in many instances. I've been doing this now, laughter yoga, for 13 years. I've been in over 3,000 organizations, from retirement homes to long-term cares. I'm in the business world. I'm in health and wellness. I work in universities, colleges. The list goes on. And people are really finding out more about how laughter is the best medicine. And it's been around forever.
That's amazing. And you've said so many important things, like we're incorporating laughter and breathing and movement and clapping, which gets the energy. And I guess when we clap in a special way for laughter yoga, our hands are parallel and it stimulates acupressure points in the hands. There's so many things that we're combining that allow us to feel good. And also we're choosing to laugh on purpose, right? We're not relying on humor or our minds to decide, is this funny? And are we going to laugh now? Like, we're choosing to laugh to get all of these benefits.
That's
and like
right.
you said, the body doesn't know the difference between simulated laughter or if we're laughing spontaneously.
Correct. Yes.
So thank you for sharing all of that. And I'm so excited. Can we do a laughter introduction exercise, like how you usually start a group? I love starting that way too.
Okay, wonderful. So I would start just by saying my name, and you can do this with one person. You can just do it by yourself in the morning. You wake up, hi, I'm Kathryn. Raise your arms in the air and laugh. And of course, a movement to your body even before you get out of bed. So that would be the first thing you'd want to do in the morning before you even get out of bed, is start laughing and moving your body. And once again, that movement, that laughter just energizes you. It gets your brain going. It just allows you to be joyful as soon as you put your foot on the floor. And so why don't we do the laughter introduction? So I'll say my name first, I'll laugh, you'll laugh with me, and then you'll say your name and we'll laugh together.
Okay, I'm excited.
Okay, so here we go. Hi, I'm Kathryn. And
hi, I'm Lauren.
I can't hear you.
Oh, you can't?
I couldn't hear you just then.
Really? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you
Can you hear me
talking,
now?
but I can't hear you laughing.
1 second, 1 second. This is funny, but not funny at the same time.
I heard you just then, but then you quieted. I heard the first part of your laugh and then you quieted.
Okay.
It was like you weren't even laughing. Your mouth was open, your face was moving, but there was nothing coming out.
You know what? 1 second. 1 second. Oh.
Yeah, that's weird. Your voice, I hear you talking, but as soon as you start laughing.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you talking, but I couldn't hear you. I could hear ha, like even less than that, and then quiet.
1 second.
It's just your laugh. So laugh for me. Keep laughing. Okay, I can hear you laughing. I can hear ha, and I don't know if that's what you're doing or if you're doing ha 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 ha. Try that one. Can't hear you.
This is unbelievable.
Oh, yes.
I thought this issue was corrected.
Oh, you had it before?
This is, oh man, is this funny or what?
It's funny. You know what? You know what frustration laughter looks like?
So, can you hear this? Can you hear this?
I can. I heard that. Keep going.
This is a laughter podcast, and my laugh is getting muted. Jeez Louise. Okay.
Keep laughing. Yeah. It's still in and out. Okay. I think that's better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? Thank you for laughing me through this. And it's a great example that we're all human, and we're dealing with technology, which is amazing, but can sometimes create surprises. And then we figure out, no matter what's going on, how to laugh through it, whether or not the sound comes through.
And you know what's very interesting is when you're by yourself, it's different. You're not more likely to laugh, but when you're with somebody else, someone who does laughter can bring you through that. So somebody else might not do that for you. Excuse me, I'm getting froggy now. See, I'm getting froggy. And it's important to be with people who love to laugh.
And this was very helpful because you helped me stay feeling grounded, and I was able to stay focused on trying to rectify the issue. It was fun doing the frustrated laugh. Like, it just helped me find humor in it. Even though it was an exercise, it allowed me to see the humor and to just see this as whatever. It's not to take it so seriously. And it just helped me in so many ways.
And it helps you to problem solve. When you laugh, you release hormones in your body. And when you release these hormones, it's helping you to think more clearly. So even though laughter can elevate you, it can also calm you. And when you need that calming is when you're having technical issues.
Yes, because Kathryn, had you not been here, or maybe somebody else who wasn't familiar with how laughing can be helpful, I don't know. Maybe I would have started to feel like I wanted to cry, and that's okay. But I prefer to laugh instead of cry.
Yes,
I can too. But this was super helpful, and
I think
this was
perfect. I think this is perfect for your podcast. What we're doing right now is perfect.
I think it's and believe it or not, this was not planned or simulated. The laughter, yes, but not the situation.
Oh, no. Just to let everybody know, right? This was not planned, but laughed, crying. You can even change the crying with facial expressions, like really getting into it, and then laughing at yourself because it's so crazy. And yes, it is crazy, and it's okay to be crazy.
It is. Can you hear? But I just want to know is if this issue is corrected. Can you hear me laugh now?
Yes, keep laughing. No, I still don't hear you laughing the whole amount of the time. But you know what? You're helping me to laugh with your pouty little face. It's a pretend one. I love that. It's good to get the emotion of frustration, the emotion of anger, when you can feel that and then turn it. When you can turn it from that frustration, incorporate even fake laughter into a situation. I've had people say to me, "Why are you laughing? That's not funny." I says, "Yeah, if you understand me, then you understand that I'm a laugher, and some people are offended by it when I laugh sometimes, but what I'm doing is I'm actually trying to help release tension for that person, but without the explanation." So when they say, "Why are you laughing?" then I get to give them the explanation why I'm like, "That's not funny. Why are you laughing?" And especially in a confrontation with somebody who's trying to browbeat you, and you're just standing there. And a lot of the times I just stand there and I listen to them, and then I start to smile. And I'm smiling because I need to release the tension, that anger that's coming at me. I need to release that in my body. And so I'll start to smile, or maybe start laughing, depending on how ridiculous the situation is. My intention is not to make fun of anybody. That's not my intention. My intention is to release the anger and the frustration because I see it so much. And sometimes all you have to do is smile to get somebody's attention. And you just smiled right then. When I said smile, you smiled. And most people don't smile. So, right. Yes.
So if you're having, let's say, a situation where you're speaking to somebody who's not in a great mood and the conversation is getting tense and somebody's getting upset, you'll start smiling and then start laughing, or how do you handle
sometimes
that?
Sometimes I have to trick myself. Sometimes I have to look at the reaction. And if it's a reaction of fight back, because as soon as someone starts at you, you go into that fight or flight mode. And so if that's happening and I catch myself, usually I catch myself now because it's so innate in me now to catch a reaction, a negative reaction. And so when I catch that, or if I don't catch it and I just go into that smiling at the person, they may get angrier at me. They may be in that place where they're not finished firing, whatever. It doesn't happen often. But it has happened. And because I do this all the time, and I've always been a laugher anyway, and I've always used laughter as what would the word be, just to bring down the intonation of a voice. If a person's angry, I try to bring it down just by smiling, like nodding my head and a little bit of a smile, acknowledging what they're saying. And once they calm down because of that, my response, then I can give a little bit more of a smile. It just depends on the situation. But for me, I want to keep myself balanced in a joyful way. And so if somebody is angry, let me give an example of a gentleman in the class that I was doing in a retirement home. And he came into the class there's about 50 residents there. And he was doing what people do at comedy shows. What do you call hecklers? He was heckling me. And he because he didn't understand what I was trying to do. And so I would just make eye contact with all the other people, make eye contact with him and smile, but I would move around. And so I diffused the situation of him wanting to heckle me further by acknowledging him. I hear ya. Ha ha. And then I would move on to somebody else. And so in working with people who are angry, I can diffuse it pretty quickly. Depends on the person as well. Not everybody is the same. And then in my personal life, I will either listen to what they're saying, acknowledge them, let them know I'm listening. And usually I don't say anything. Usually I just listen, smile, and then I'll take a break. Because then I need to regroup myself. No matter how much good energy you have around you, you still need to regroup after a confrontation. And so that's how I usually approach someone who's angry. With a nod of the head, I'm acknowledging you, I hear what you're saying, and then just start with a little bit of a smile, just more of a neutral, and then make it a little broader, depending on where they are.
So you gauge it and you feel what would make sense.
Now, when I was a young child, if I walked into a room of people and they all looked at me, which people do when you walk into a room, people look, right? It's just obvious. But when you're a child, you don't really know that at that time. So everybody would look at me and they'd smile. And I thought, why are they smiling? And if they started laughing, what, you know? And I was very sensitive. And so people they're sensitive in that way for whatever reasons that they have for feeling that way. And so for me, understanding that from where I came from, I now know, okay, I just can't burst out laughing when someone's not in that place. So
right.
Usually at the end of the session, they'll come over to me and they'll say, thank you so much for that. And some people will cry in a session because what happens is you're releasing memories that are stored in the cells of the body. And when you laugh, you release memories, good, not so good. And if it's a not so good memory, you may start crying. And it's very cathartic to be able to cry that through and allow that person to cry through that. And but still engage other people. I'm still, if this person's crying, I'm letting them cry through this, acknowledging them, but I'm still engaging with other people as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, you said a lot of interesting things. And when you mentioned that you were sensitive as a child, I can completely relate to that. I was a very sensitive child, and I believe that I see the positive in that. There are many benefits to being sensitive to energies and how we feel and all of that. So I believe it's a type of superpower, but laughter can be very helpful to learn how to apply this sensitivity or those feelings in a positive way, like in a helpful way. So how, all this to say, Kathryn, how do you find laughter helped you either as a child or now to deal with the big feelings, big emotions, and your being sensitive?
What I started laughing when I was a child. Like everybody, right? And I had, a few knocks and stuff happening in my life that I needed to make sure that I didn't become a victim. Okay, so when people are trying to control you, which was both my mother and father, they were controlling, and I needed to keep my own identity. I instinctively knew that laughter would help me through that. And I got into trouble a lot when I was a child because I would be laughing when I got stressed or if somebody was coming at me or something. So I needed to laugh. So I would get sent out into the hallways in public school for laughing. And it was only because other people were invading my space, let's just say, and making me feel not so good. And so my reaction instantly was to laugh. And so not everybody understands that. And I continued that. That did not stop. Like how some people try to push you down and not let you grow. And laughter was my lifesaver. It was absolutely essential to have that in my life. And I was very fortunate to be able to have both parents who laughed, but were controlling. So they taught me a lot from both the controlling aspect and from laughing. I can laugh at life and see life through, as some people say, rose-colored glasses. But I do see life as love and laughter, joy and peace. It's from the heart. Like I got through being possibly a victim and victim mode, but I got through that because of the laughter. Mm-hmm. It's powerful, man. It's such powerful medicine.
Yes, it definitely. So many benefits to laughter. It's just unbelievable.
Laughter yoga is the name of the program that I run, but laughter's laughter. Yoga's breath. So they go hand in hand. So I started doing more breath exercises and incorporating that instead of just going through life, just breathing like you normally do, not even possibly from the diaphragm, which is where you're supposed to be breathing from. If you get stressed, you start breathing from here. But now I can calm my nervous system by doing these deeper breathing exercises and by laughing. So just by laughing, just by thinking about smiling, you can actually calm your central nervous system down very quickly. And that's what you want to do instead of going into the fight. You want to go into bringing yourself down. So when you were saying, when you were getting frustrated with the technology issue, I get frustrated too when I'm trying to figure out something. And when I start to get frustrated, it doesn't feel good. And when something doesn't feel good, you want to correct that. And so for me, I just start laughing. And that's what I've done all my life is laugh. When things are not feeling good here, I start to laugh. So there's many reasons why you need to laugh. 1 minute of laughter equals 10 minutes of being on a cardiovascular piece of equipment. This is science that I speak of. So 10 minutes of laughter is 20 minutes to 30 minutes on a treadmill rowing machine. And that's hearty laughter. This is It's like the Lucille Ball laugh. Or Carol Burnett, which is another favorite of mine. And so, yeah, so you need to laugh just to get rid of the stress. And if you laugh for 1 minute, you're boosting your immune system for 24 hours. And you're also relieving pain because you release hormones that help with pain management. So not only are you raising the right hormones, increasing the right hormones in your body, you're releasing stress, and you're balancing your whole body, mind, body, soul, spirit, but also you're just letting yourself feel the joy and the peace and the love. And this is what I feel, I would say 22 hours a day. Because
22 hours.
I dream happy dreams.
Okay.
And so you carry this emotion with you even in sleep time. So if you're having a lot of nightmares or not so good dreams, then you want to laugh more. Another instance of stale oxygen in your body is when you have a lower back issue. So when you don't breathe properly, you may get stale oxygen resting anywhere in your body, mind, brain, but a lot for me is in the lower back. So I know when my lower back is out, I need to incorporate those deep breathing exercises.
Okay. These are all, this is also such helpful information. Thank you for sharing everything. What do you do in your life? Do you laugh when you wake up and laugh before you go to bed? Are there practical things that you can suggest for people to do in a regular day?
Okay, I'm going to share with you some tips that you can do on your own. A lot of people wonder, what can I do? Because it's hard to laugh even for 1 minute, just laughing. So when you wake up in the morning, as I do, everybody does, and you just start laughing. It could be just a giggle. It can just be that giggle where it's, I don't want to get out of bed, ha, 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 you know, and really put a lot of enthusiasm into it, as much enthusiasm as you can in the morning. And then just start wiggling your whole body. And again, it's just that movement of the body. It's that wiggling. When you wiggle, you release stress. So if you're prone to waking up in the morning stressed, you make sure you want to wiggle your body, release the energy, stale energy in your body, and just start laughing. And again, it could be just a ha ha ha. And then you can increase it a little bit more. You can use sounds of laughter, which I'll teach you right now, which you can do on your own. And those sounds are ho. So just repeat with me. Ho.
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 Oh, my laugh to come through.
It's all coming through. Fantastic.
Okay.
I do want to mention that when you're doing these sounds, to benefit from the facial muscles being massaged, because when you laugh, you massage the muscles in your face, all of them. This is how you remain younger, looking longer. I like calling it aging gracefully. And when you're laughing every day, another tip is you're going to live 8 years longer when you're laughing every day. So then there's another sound, which is ha. So repeat after me. Ha.
Ha.
Repeat after me.
Ha ha.
And again, ha 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 ha.
Ha 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 ha.
Ha ha.
Ha ha. Is it coming through?
You're coming through, yes.
Okay.
So when you do that particular laugh, which is aha, okay, not aha. Aha is another sound of laughter. Anything that has a sound of laughter is ha, ho, he, who, and even hi. So when you do these sounds, you're overemphasizing the facial muscles. And again, that's how you massage the muscles in your face. So let's try ho. Repeat after me. Ho.
Ho.
Ho ho.
Ho ho.
Ho
Ho ho.
And just watching you makes me laugh. When you smile, and that big Cheshire cat smile, you look absolutely gorgeous. So smile the Cheshire Cat with me. And that's the biggest, broadest smile you can. And then just let a little giggle out.
but
you're in and out again, but that's okay. You're in and out.
That's okay.
There's so many wonderful benefits, and people will say, will laughter help me with this? Will laughter help me with that? And every time they ask me a question, I say, yes, laughter helps with everything. Everything. Yes.
I agree. I feel it. Go ahead.
Oh, I wanted to say, can we talk about the clapping? Clapping is so powerful. I don't want to forget about talking about the clapping. As soon as I say clapping, I put my hands together in prayer position right off the bat. And it's the palms are together, the fingertips, the whole hand is together. And I always say, this is the way children clap when they first learn to clap. And when children clap, they're excited and they clap. If you ever watch children, this is how they clap, and then they'll start to laugh, mostly when they have a role model. Now, most children will laugh without you laughing, but sometimes you have to give them a little bit of a push, just like adults need a little bit of a push to get to start clapping and to laughing. So when you clap in prayer position, and this is the correct way to clap, the only way you should be clapping for the benefits that are involved in this. So when you clap in prayer position, we have acupressure points in our hands. Clapping is important for learning, connecting to the left and to the right brain, helps with writing, helps with math. The list goes on how important it is to clap in prayer position. And that's why I have exercises that are based on clapping and stretching, because when you stretch from left to right, you're activating both sides of the brain at the same time. This is called brain health or brain gym. And so when we clap in prayer position, we move our hands from the central position where they are right now. So you always start in central position, and you start with a ho ho. So you just repeat ho ho.
Ho ho.
And then you move your hands to the left and you say ha ha ha.
I'm going to mirror you.
I know. Okay.
Okay.
And you move your hands back to the center and you go back to ho.
Ho.
And then you move your hands to, I say to the right, but you can mirror me. And then say
ha.
Okay, back to the center. So this is the rhythm. Just repeat after me. I'll do around 10 sets. So
after
you're moving,
you or with you?
Or with me, yes. For the listeners out there, you may join in with me as I do this once you get used to it. When you're just getting used to it, you may echo me and then follow along with me. You're doing what I'm doing, all right? And whether you can see me or you can't see me. So hands in prayer position, we're going to do the ho, and then stretch to the right or the left, whichever direction you're going, and say ha, and then we're going to come back to the center and move to the other side and say ha, and we're going to do 10 sets of that. It's very simple once you get the hang of it. So we start on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Ho, ho,
ha, ha,
ha.
And smiling, ho, ho, and ha, ha, ha. So we're stretching from the center to the right or to the left. Here we go. Ha, ha,
ha.
Ho,
ho,
ha, ha, ha. Ho, ho,
ho,
ha, ha, ha. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. All right, shake your hands and move your arms, shake your arms down, letting go of stress at the same time. Now wiggle your body cheek to cheek and giggle. Fantastic. Now I'm going to teach you a cheer, and I want y'all to do this cheer every day. often, because this cheer is a worldwide cheer. Everybody does it around the world. It's a very good yay cheer, and it goes to clapping. And so you're getting more clapping happening. You're raising your vibration. This is what's really important now, is to raise your vibration. And we're going to do the very good yay, starting in prayer position. This is your key to clapping in prayer position. And when you do your very, very good yay, you're clapping in prayer position as well. So we clap 2 times, and it goes like this. Very good. Yay, arms up and yay. So again, very good to 2 claps and then arms up to yay. And remember, enthusiasm is very important as well to raise your vibration. So here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Very good. Very good.
Yay! And smile and laugh. Take your arms. Yay! You can bring them down and up and down. I'll do it again, and we're going to do it 2 more times. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Very good.
Very good.
Very good. Yay! Yay! Again. Very good.
Very good.
Very good.
Very good.
Yay! Shake your arms. Yay! Bring them down. Wiggle. All right. So usually after an exercise like that, I would say, very good. Very good. Yes.
Yeah.
And I always do it 3 times, because the more you clap, the better it is for your whole body and your mind.
Oh, I love it. Thank you so much for these practical exercises. They're so much fun. I love the very good yay. I taught it to when I work in an office. I taught, or before COVID, when I was working in an office environment, and I was doing this with employees, and we were doing the very good yay after an exercise. People just started wanting to incorporate that anytime during the day. It just made them feel good and reminded them to be playful. So I love everything about that. Thank you for doing that with us. And you mentioned raising our vibration, raising our energy. Oh, we're going to have you back if you'll come back, because there's so much I want to talk about that. But what do you find happens when you raise your vibration and energy? It feels good because you feel higher, more energized.
Oh,
but
yes.
Do you find, what changes in your life? Do you find things just flow more easily? You attract more good things into your life? Why would people want to have their vibration high?
Oh, having a high vibration brings you into that element of joy and peace and love and feeling good all the time, or most of the time. When I do any kind of an exercise, I have more energy. So I'm out traveling when I'm not here working. I'm out traveling on the road, and on my way to a presentation, I'm doing my laughter yoga warm up in the car. And so I'm actually using all these different sounds, the ho ha he hoo hi, and incorporating them into song as well. And so when I get there to my presentation, I'm ready to perform at the capacity, the oxygen capacity for sure, and to bring that it's I want to use the word magic, because when you are feeling that calm and that peace and that joy, you feel like you're floating on a cloud. And I know so many people would love to have that feeling, and laughter can bring you that. And you can handle situations a lot easier. You don't react the way you might have done before. I would react to someone saying something to me as not something nice. And now I just ha 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 ha. And then I'm feeling good again. So you can bring yourself to that state of euphoria a lot faster when you're laughing, when you're smiling, when you're hanging around people that are happy and smiling and joyful, and they want to see change happen in the world. And this is what I want. I want to change this world to be a happier, loving, peaceful, joyful, all-encompassing community of the world. It's living in a world where you can think it's only a fantasy, but it's not a fantasy. Let's bring this fantasy to fruition through the joys of all the joys, dancing, singing, and painting and everything.
I know there's so many fun, creative tools that people can practice and do and see what they love. And it just feels good, raises your energy and gives you that sense of peace and joy and just, yeah. And you're having fun. I feel that our purpose, and we have ups and downs in life, but I feel that our ultimate or main purpose in life is to experience fun and joy. And there's so many tools that we have access to. So I'm just so happy that you were here to share. We focused on laughter, but I know that there's also, we touched a bit upon music and singing, and you mentioned dance, and oh, it's so much fun to have all these different tools in our toolbox and to then take them out to play with whatever
Absolutely.
tool we feel like and combine them. And I'm just feeling like, Kathryn, I didn't have a chance to have just my regular coffee this morning, and that's fine. I don't even feel like I need it or want it right now, because I just feel so energized and good after just talking and laughing with you for just this bit of time. Thank you for being here, Kathryn. This was so much fun and an
It was
honor.
so
So
much
I
fun.
thank you
Yes.
so much.
You're
So is there
welcome.
any,
Thank you, Lauren.
I love everything that you incorporate and practice and share, Kathryn. It's just so much fun and amazing. And there's so much more that I want to talk about. So I hope you'll come back.
I want to.
Okay.
There is so much that I want to share. And I want to share some of the exercises for what I was mentioning. The wiggle giggle is one of the exercises where we shake our hands. Just shake your hands out by your sides, move your hands, arms up and down. And now you're just going to wiggle your bum from one bum cheek to the other, just wiggle back and forth and then giggle. And again. And that is actually a trauma releasing exercise. So anybody that has anxiety or trauma, it's called the wiggle giggle, and it helps with any kind of trauma that you might have. So those are also incorporated into my program, trauma releasing exercises.
Oh, wow.
So how can you,
incredible.
how can you be anything but happy? Of course, we're human. We do have our dark side. And my dark side is just being on my own, being by myself, taking in what I need to take in, and then learning from what I'm taking in at that time. So we all need our downtime, and downtime is a good thing because we need to have that quiet time.
Exactly. Yes. These are important things to remember and to know. And like you said, we're all human, and no matter what we know or teach or try to practice, we have, days where it's just helpful, where we forget, and it's helpful to have somebody remind us, or to take a class, or to listen to something, a podcast like this, where you can just remember and practice again and practice in a different way and be inspired and have fun. And whatever you're feeling is normal. And it's just good to know that there are tools that allow you, can give you some relief or allow you to feel gradually better and better. So we're just so lucky that there are just all these tools that are here and different people to practice with and share this with. So all this to say, thank you for everything you've shared. Thank you for being here.
You're welcome.
I'm excited to laugh with you and speak to you again soon.
Yes, I am as well, Lauren. Thank you so much for this time today. Mwah!
Thank you. Mwah.
Namaste.
Namaste. Okay.
Bye for now.
Bye. Bye. Thank you for having tuned into this Law of Happy episode. If you smiled, laughed, or felt inspired, please subscribe, rate, review, and share the Law of Happy podcast with someone you'd love to have fun with. And if you'd like to laugh with me as a guest on the show or in a customized program, you can email me at lauren@lawofhappy.com. I look forward to laughing with you soon.